Okay, this video we're going to show you how to use the program. So step by step, you're going to have your two SureWin desktop encryption keys saved to your desktop. I put mine up in the corner, kind of away from everything else. But this one's my version 8, my cleanup program. This is the one we want to go with, the version 5, the primary program. So you can either double click it or right click and select open. Once you have the program open, the desktop encryption, you can hit Control O, or you can go to File, Open, and then you're going to click on your folders, and you have your pinned folder that we did. You're going to open your master workbook, so click on the master workbook. And when you have that open, you'll go back to your pinned folders, and you have version 9.1.5 and version 9.18 to clean up. So we want to open up version 5. And remember, when you open this up, you're going to have two pop-up windows that you have to, one, click Update, and the second one you're going to hit Continue. And then in the bottom left corner, you're going to see background query running. Background query is up and running, and we have our zeros here. So once the background query is done, we're going to have the text populated here. Okay, now that our text is populated, let's go ahead and get our manager input tab set up. As you'll notice, we have our manager name on SureWin, and we have my name in here by our unique ID number. So we don't have to fill anything out there. The program or shoe number is blank, and the casino information is blank. You're seeing that it's highlighted telling us to fill in the online casino name. So let's go ahead and unlock this and assign it our shoe number. So when you click on this unlock, you'll see that it now assigned shoe 10,001. Let's go ahead and put in our casino name, and our little yellow warning came off. We're at a $10 unit value based upon our $25,000 committed bankroll. The table minimum on the casino we're playing is $1. The table requirement is $300. The table we're on is $500, so we have no problem. It's not a panda table. Free hands are not allowed. Our target number of hands for this shoe is 3, and this is time stamped for right now, and we're just starting to play. So again, $25,000 is our committed bankroll, $2,000 is on deposit at the casino, and this is our chip information. So let's scroll over to the front end tab, and here we are. So we're going to start off our first shoe. Total income this shoe in our stats section is 0. Total commission is 0. $2,000 is what is deposit in our online casino, and our committed bankroll for this unit value is $25,000. There's 0 time elapsed. We're betting the same pattern. We have no results, so our first hand is the table minimum because we cannot take a free hand. So we bet banker every free hand and whatever the table minimum is. This table is a $1 minimum, $500 maximum. Our statistical information there. So again, this is our prediction and wager amount in this section, and this is our results. So this is where we put in the banker player. So let's get started, and we'll just run through this. We're betting banker for $1. And it's a player win. So we're going to put in player. We were betting bank, so we're putting in our player. And so it shows we lost in our totem section. We lost our player for $1. So now we're betting player for $13. And player wins. So let's put in our player. So we were $1 down because our first bet, we bet on banker and we lost $1. So we should have $12. We lost our dollar on the first bet and we won $13 on the second bet. So now we are in our prediction section is saying bet player for $15. And it's a banker win, so we lost. So we're going to come over here and put in our result of a banker. And so it shows our banker loss. So we've had 2 losses and 1 win. So our prediction is now telling us to bet banker for $24. So we'll make the banker bet for $24. And it's a banker win, so we're going to come over and put the result of banker in. So always remember that in this top section, this is our prediction and the wager amount. This is our results. So we're betting bank for $15. And player wins, so we lose. So we're going to enter in the result of player for a loss. So always just remember, whatever you're entering in the computer is what the result was. So see, we have our loss. So our prediction now is betting player and our wager amount is $24. A tie, and so always remember, put in the ties. And our prediction and wager amount is going to be the same. So we're still betting player for $24. So let's hit rebet and deal that out. And it's a player win. So we put in the result of the player. And so we're going to now have our win. And so we show our win. So we're at $28 up. So we're betting player for $22. And it's a player win, so we're going to put the result of a player in there for our win. Again, what we're entering is what was just dealt out and was what the result was. So that's all you're putting in is just the result. So we have the result. So our prediction, bet player for $13. And it's a banker win. So we put in the result of a banker, and this is going to be a loss. So we had $50.80, and we just lost, I think it was a $13 bet. So we'll be able to look in our totem historical section, and that's what it was. So we went down to $37.80, and there's our loss. So now our prediction, bet banker for $21. And it's a banker win. So our prediction is bet banker for $15. And banker wins. So let's say you accidentally put the result in by mistake, the wrong one. It was a banker win and I just put in a player. And when you realize that you put the wrong one in, you'll see we can undo one hand. So we have our player and we had the loss and that was wrong. So you're going to click the undo button and it'll take that result back and you'll be able to correct it and put in the bank. So a note on this, if you click on tie by mistake, never undo a tie. So we backed up one, As you can see, we have 3 bankers in a row, and we have our 2. So let's go ahead and put our banker in. But again, on the note, if you accidentally put a tie in, you cannot undo a tie. So never undo a tie. Make sure to remember that. Never undo a tie. The program has a hard time with that, and that will be fixed at a later date. So you can undo a player or a banker result that you enter incorrectly, but you cannot undo a tie. So now we are correct. We have our 3 bankers. So we're betting banker for $15. You can see our 3 bankers. So let's bet banker for $15. And as a banker wins, I'm going to put that in. And so now just moving forward, I'm going to stop narrating. I'm just going to go with what the prediction is and put it in on the Baccarat game, and then just enter in the result into the SureWin program. So this is the last narration, I think. We're betting banker for $17. Whoops. And so I'm just going to follow what the program's telling me to do. I just want to note one thing, as in the front end tab video, we explained this visual indicator here. As you're going up in more units, this goes from green to yellow to red. So we're at a $68 bet, so we're kind of going up in the middle of our range. So this is just a visual indicator for that. So we're betting bank for $68. Okay, so this is going to be hand 37. So our little window is going to pop up telling us how many wins are estimated. It says 1. If this is a player, we're going to finish up as saying that we need 1 win. So let's hope that we get that one. And we got it. So this little indicator on hand 37 turns on and tells you the estimated number of wins that we need to finish up the shoe, because our target is hand 38. That shoe was more of a struggler than normal. It was just so many opposites. Several times it was one hand away from switching to an opposite pattern, but I just never quite got there. So anyway, we got our yellow sign. Good job, new shoe. It took us a long time, 22 minutes to play it. We have $98.40 in income, $8.60 in commission. So our $2,000 deposit in our online casino moved up to $2,098.40, and our committed bankroll is $25,098.40. This is our first shoe for today. So we've got 38 hands with $98 worth of revenue. So we're going to go to the money tab, and just as it says, we're going to control C. Now everything is already selected, so all you got to do with your keyboard is just click control C, and you're going to see this little marquee turn on, so you know that you've copied everything over. So let's go over to our master workbook. So in our master workbook now, we're gonna click into, this is our first cell. Where the numbers are is where we enter our shoe information. So the first available one, which is right here next to the 2. For me, I like to right click and come down here to the clipboard with the 1, 2, 3 values only, and you're gonna paste that in, and it's going to put all our information in there. And then I click down to the next one, so we're ready to go. So we've got our first shoe in there. I control S it and save it, and we'll go back to our SureWin program, and this is what we're going to do is we're going to save this shoe. The first shoe of the day is going to have Excel workbook. This is very important. You always need to make sure that the SureWin program is Excel macro enabled workbook. So we need to click on this and move it over to enabled Excel macro enabled workbook. So click that and then confirm macro enabled and save. So always make sure that this is macro enabled. So save it. Now you're going to click on new shoe. And again, confirm that this is macro enabled. So this is going back to the original, the SureWin workbook version 9.1.5, and this is in your main folder where you have your primary and your secondary. And just confirm that it's macro enabled. Click save, and you're going to have to click on replace existing. So hit yes. And now you're ready to go to either end the day or your new shoe. So let's go on to the next one.